Welcome back, Sebastian here. So today I'm going to be doing the second of my 2023 quarter recaps. So for this video I'm going to be looking at Alpha Tauri. So for Alpha Tauri, I really think they've had quite a disappointing start to the season. I think they did have some pretty reasonable expectations of at least being fighting in the midfield for 2023. And unfortunately that's not the case. So to start, let's look at their race-to-race, their race results so far this season. So for Tsunoda, he finished 11th in Bahrain, while De Vries finished 14th. So good race there by Tsunoda. Saudi Arabia, Tsunoda followed it up with another 11th place finish, and again De Vries finished 14th. In Australia, they were able to get their first points of the season with Tsunoda finishing 10th in that very chaotic Australian Grand Prix, whereas De Vries was classified 15th, but he was crashed out by Logan Sargent at the end of that race. In Azerbaijan, Tsunoda finished 10th while retiring from the sprint race. In contrast, De Vries had a pretty miserable weekend in Azerbaijan. He retired from the main Grand Prix and finished 14th in the sprint race. This past weekend in Miami, Tsunoda finished 11th while De Vries finished 18th. So extremely consistent results by Tsunoda and pretty meh results overall by De Vries. So I'm now looking at the head-to-head battle between Tsunoda and De Vries. So of course Tsunoda has 2 points to De Vries' 0. In the race head-to-head where both drivers have finished the race, Tsunoda leads 3-0. In qualifying, it's 4-1 for Tsunoda, so pretty strong results for Tsunoda all around so far this year. In qualifying, again, the head-to-head gap is 0.29 seconds in favor of Tsunoda. So pretty decent gap by Tsunoda, especially given De Vries' pedigree as a pretty good qualifier, especially in his Formula 2 days. Now just for a bit of fun, in my power rankings, the average power ranking for Tsunoda was 7.2 so far this year, whereas for De Vries, it's been 19.4, which I believe is the lowest among all of the drivers so far this year. Now looking at Alpha Tauri in the constructors, in 2022, after 5 rounds, they scored 16 points. So far in 2023, after again 5 rounds, they've only scored 2 points. So that's a massive drop in points. Their average gap to pole, interestingly, has also increased. So they've actually lost time to the pole sitter on average this year, with a gap of 1.217 seconds on average in 2022, and this year to start 2023, that was just to start 2022. In 2023, it's 1.533 seconds, which ranks 10th and slowest of all 10 teams. And in 2022, the gap to pole rate mark was 7th after 5 races. So that's all for Alpha Tauri. I think it'll be interesting to see if they can develop the car and get a bit closer into that midfield battle. I think obviously Tsunoda's been very solid. I think he's been one of the breakout stars of Formula 1 in 2023. Of course, for De Vries, I think he's already on the hot seat in terms of staying in Formula 1 long term. And I think there'll be many people watching his performances to see and evaluating, is he going to be continuing, is he not? And I know I've already heard rumblings about, him being potentially replaced mid-season. Of course, that's just endless rumors and speculation. So that's all for today's video. Thank you so much for watching, and goodbye.